Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to each of our nominees, and thank you for your willingness to serve the country. I'm actually going to begin with each of the ambassadorial nominees, so Mr. Levine, Mr. Perry, and Ms. Dogu. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly? Because I have been very concerned about anomalous health incidents, attacks by our embassy personnel around the world, and also known as Havana syndrome. And I want to ask each of you if you're familiar with that. I don't know whether I'm not going to call it a disease, though I think there are health issues that result, but are you familiar with anomalous health incidents?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Perry?
Yes, ma'am.
I would ask you to commit, if confirmed, you will go to the ambassadorial seminar session that addresses AHIs and seek a classified briefing with the State Department, so that should you have those attacks by your embassy personnel, that you'll be able to respond appropriately.
Yes.
I will.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to actually begin with you, Mr. Perry. And you certainly know firsthand the importance of the role that the relationship between the United States and Jamaica. One of the things that has been important in New Hampshire and so many other states have been the Jamaican workers who have come for a short period of time, often on H-2B visas, to work in various industries. In New Hampshire, it's usually in the hospitality industry, who are very important to our workforce and who then go home. They're able to send funds back to their families in Jamaica, and it's an important aspect of our workforce here and also in supporting families in the country. Now, one of the important aspects of those H-2B visas is the role that the embassies play in ensuring that those interviews are held and that people can come to the United States. So I would ask you if you would commit to doing everything you can, if confirmed as ambassador, to ensure that those visa applicants are given due consideration and that that process works as smoothly as possible.
Thank you for that question, Senator. I do understand that the pandemic had impact on the efficiency of the services provided at the embassy in Kingston. I do understand also that that's a very important program, the economic values to Jamaica and to our partnership, and I certainly commit to very strongly emphasizing and ensuring that our embassy takes actions in light of the improvements that we've been able to make with additional staff, I understand, to focus on addressing that particular visa situation, because I know it is necessary and that it strengthens our partnership.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And any way that I or my office can be helpful in that process, we certainly stand ready to do that. Ambassador Dogu, I was in the Senate during the Obama administration when we saw a migration from Central America, and Honduras was one of those three countries that had a very tens of thousands of people migrating to come to the United States. We saw a decline in that, I think, as the result of a number of factors, but now we're seeing it increase again. We've seen it increase again. Can you speak to why you think we're seeing that cyclical increase and what policies we should be pursuing to help Hondurans be able to see a brighter future in their own country?
Yes, Senator, thank you for that very important question. Obviously, there's been a historical large flow of migration from Honduras, and it's something that the U.S. government has worked over a long period of time to try and address. There have been sort of some periods with more investment, some periods with less investment into Honduras. I think it's very important that it be consistent. Clearly, the people are leaving the country when you talk to them for very fundamental reasons. They don't feel safe in their own country, and they don't feel like they can find jobs to support their families. So clearly, I think as the U.S. ambassador, my role would be to support the new government of Honduras' efforts to address these sorts of challenges. This is also a negative in a sense for the country. It's a brain drain as their young people, flow north to the United States. So I think that we need to continue with our programs to focus on security. As I mentioned in my statement, I think it's also very important to focus on helping rebuild the economy. They've really taken a large hit due to the pandemic, and they've taken a large hit due to 2 very large hurricanes that went through there, and unfortunately damaged some very critical parts of their country economically for them. So I think that being consistent and focusing, and now we have a new government, a new partner in Honduras, I think there are opportunities to really expand our efforts there, and I look forward to working with the team that's already on the ground in Honduras to do so, should I be confirmed.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My time is over.